Hey, it's Montana. So this one is technically for my dad. He just started playing, I think I mentioned this before, and thus he only has the base game. And I really wanted to do a base game affordable build. Less, for gallery hits and more for my dad. So this is my base game affordable home. It was supposed to be a starter, and then I somehow spent $5,000 more than I meant to. Even though I did have a budget, I was in build mode with I get into build mode with a family. You see it in a second, me realizing that I'm in free build, and that's kind of biting me. But, so this is a base game build. It's fully base game, and I do use debug. I've been having issues with my voiceover timing lately. I make these voiceovers watching the video. I don't know how I keep getting... I'll have like a minute left of my voiceover that doesn't make it into the video. To like trim it to do my best to make it make sense. And given that I'm actively watching the video, I don't know how I get so far off. But it's been fine. Here we go. This was me switching over to a family that had, they had more than $20,000, but I don't think I spent $5,000 building that shell. But anyway, I somehow made a $25,000 base game home, and it's still not decorated. I'm really frustrated that all the builds I've put up are either weird, like that one I made for Aiden, or completely undecorated. Like, I was struggling. I wish there were debug wall hangings, because I just always need something on the walls when I'm at the end of my budget. So I'm in the debug menu, and all I have is weird baby doll heads, and none of it's helpful. So it looks fine. It just looks barren, and it's a budget home for sure. It's $25,000. So it's not a starter, but it's not too expensive. It's definitely something you could work up to or move into and like delete the bureau. There are definitely ways to make this a reasonable build. I covered this thing in Windows. Now that I'm looking at it. Oh, also, that's what I wanted to say. I moved my channel to a brand channel, because I'm so famous. My 4 views. No, I was getting uncomfortable using my full name in things, because I do go by Montana, although for like the first 18 years of my life, I went by a nickname, so it's really odd. I do go by Montana, but just my full name just being out there, I was getting weird about it. So I changed it to the nickname that specifically Aiden, the friend I made a build for, he calls me Monty. And I thought it was cute. Oh, I'm trying to do that thing where I fill the slots and then I alt place and then I gave up. That doesn't work like half the time. But I will try it. Every single time, I promise you, you will see me fill all the slots and make an attempt to alt place. Every video, you're gonna see it. Oh, did I keep the blue couch? Oh, I didn't. Okay, so that couch is so ugly. It has that weird blue blanket on it. And I also couldn't figure out how to get the coffee table to fit in that configuration, because I didn't want to push the couch too much further back. I ended up adding a chair. It's not quite the same wood tone, but no wood tones in this game match. There's not a single matching wood tone in this game. I thought about a fireplace, but I made it just like a desk space. I just feel like computers are so important to Sims that it's not worth like a cute little fireplace, even though the outside of this build, when it was done, definitely would have suited an adorable little fireplace. I just did clapboard on the outside. I realized when I was saving this build that I didn't change the roof texture. Oh, you're about to watch me mess with the roof for a while. I was trying to like find a trick to break up the just monotony of a large gabled roof. Because gables, when they're big, they can get really boring. I didn't want to do that, but I think what I ended up doing was finding a horizontal piece in debug. It's the decorative wood plank, the shorter one. And I literally sat there one by one placing horizontal wood planks to kind of break up that large swath of roof space. So I leave it one big gable. I do my usual, I tried so many things. Apologize for all the weird roofing I tried to do and then gave up on. It just looks silly. I did my traditional stone randomly inserted into a roof, because that's another thing I do to try and break up the monotony of big gabled roofs. You can see me going into the debug menu now, just scrolling, looking for horizontal things. This wood plank is an absolute pain in the butt to use like this. You'll see me adjust. I do it along the front and along the side that also has the stone gable. It's just so annoying to place like this, but I do it because I think it just looks better. Obviously, everybody is open to tell me that they absolutely hate it and that it's the ugliest thing they've ever seen and that I should do better with my life, but I tried. Oh. See, I didn't notice when I was building it. I was trying to figure out what happened because I placed all those planks and then I changed the foundation height because I'm an idiot, truly. So I just figured that out, that's why that happened. Great. But you will see me go back and painstakingly fix every single one of those planks. I just gotta love decorative wooden plank, man. Or, excuse me, wooden plank decorative. I use it in the bedroom, too. I'm looking for debug wall hangings, and all there really is like, plant matter. So I sort of take a plant thing and stick it on the wall, and I use wooden plank decorative. Again, to make it look like there's a planter of sorts there. This is me trying to decide if I'm going to try and shove columns in there, but it makes the clapboard look silly, so I don't. Oh, this is when I thought maybe I was going to move the house up with a proper porch and shift it back, and then I remembered that I had just alt-placed all of those planks and threw that idea out the window. This is me forgetting it was supposed to be base game. And then I remember that it's supposed to be base game, and I make it a base game fence. You'll see that fence goes too. But I was trying to find something that matched those stairs. There isn't really something that matches those stairs, so I said screw it and put in a different kind of thing. Made it look like a choice that they were different. Cheap trash can, you know the drill. This is me trying to pick a hedge for the front of this, or a wall. I really was undecided about what I was gonna do. I don't remember quite when it was. I've tried little planters. Eventually I settled on, there's a big, it's actually called Willow Creek planter box. I'm pretty sure you can search for it because it's titled. It's in the debug menu though. I settled on that Willow Creek planter box, but that fence I just absolutely loved when I saw it. So you see me try and double it up, but it doesn't work, so I get the fence post, and then I spend most of the rest of this looking for something that that can cover up that really obviously different fence post. I think I did a decent job. I try a bunch of things that don't quite look right. I try a lot of flowers, a lot of bushes, a lot of things that really just don't want to stay on the ground. Well, I found that really cute set of flowers. This is the planter box I'm talking about. It's called Willow Creek Planter Box. They must have used it a lot when they were doing the base game. Well, I put a plunger in. I always catch little things in debug while I'm building something that I just really love and have to stick in right away. Oh, I didn't put terrain paint around that tree. Oh, these videos are just pointing out all of my oversights. That's fine. This little thing, I end up covering the weird fence post with it. I think it does well enough. It's a slightly different color, but especially in that screenshot, it looks really great. So just go with it. Oh, I spent a lot of time trying to make a chimney work. I think I left a chimney in there because it was just looking weird on the left, and I couldn't fit a pillar in because the clapboard with the built-in edge doesn't let you, because you can still see the edge and it's weird, and pillars are weird and annoying because you can't really alt place them. So I spent a lot of time fiddling with this chimney. Eventually I went back to like the first way I had placed it, and I just got over myself. Yeah, it's ridiculous, the amount of time I spent fiddling with that chimney. I tried a different chimney for a second. I forgot that I hadn't actually placed a fireplace in it. It just ends up ugly. Oh, chimneys. I don't understand how you're supposed to use chimneys. Like, I'm sure there's a hack to make chimneys look good in The Sims 4, but I really don't get it. This is me trying to fill up wall space with debug items, so I put down shelves, and because I wanted nice shelves, I blew like $200 on shelves, which was a stupid move on my part. But then I spend a lot of time scrolling through debug looking for things to put on shelves. I always throw some kitchen. For a second, I put an urn on the table, like they just ate dinner with the urn right in the middle of the table, which is horrible. And I was like, that's horrible, so I put a clay sculpture in instead. And there's the rest of this, I think. Oh yeah, I found that background thing. Does anybody know what that is? If you know what that is, tell me in the comments, because I have no idea what that is. I like those martini glasses. I think they're very cute. Again, that was me trying to fill the slots and alt place things, just not how it works. In my head, this display here makes it look like whoever lives here is an author, but I really don't think, again, that's me trying to fill slots like an idiot. I put chopsticks on the shelf for some reason, because you know people have chopsticks on the shelf. I never use these weird cat statue things. But I did. Just give some life to the place. I put a wrench next to the toilet. I feel like that toilet acts up a lot in this universe. Oh, I needed more money, so I sold the nice chair and got a cheap chair and bought toilet paper. And also a mirror, I think. Yeah. Because the bathroom was just sad. It was looking sad, aside from the plunger. Oh, and this is when I put the weird plants on the wall, because I felt like the wall needed something, and then I used wooden plank decorative again. Blew up wooden plank decorative, and then I added another one because I felt like it made it look like it was intentional, like it went all the way across the wall. I think that's all I did in this build. Like, it's not a big build, it's not a large build. It's just a weird build. These are the screenshots. Nothing particularly exciting. So, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to do that. I'll be here all week, try the veal. Oh god, I'll be here for like 2 weeks. Please try the veal. Tell your friends about the veal. Get somebody else involved. Like I said, subscribe. Goodbye.